Hello goblins, it's Chris, Eldritch Pipes. And it's an episode of this week's Pipes. Today I'm smoking Freeborg & Treyer's Vintage Flake. I think this is what you call a straight ahead Virginia. Maybe there's a light topping on it. It has an aromatic quality, but it doesn't come through in the flavour. It's pleasant without being particularly exciting. You know what I mean? It doesn't induce you to be contemplative. It's tobacco. At its most straightforward. Right, this week started 2 new programs and I'm enjoying them immensely. The first one is a really quirky Swedish program on Netflix called Project UFO, and that's a lot of fun. I really recommend it. Some shows do better than others when they're overdubbed in terms of the acting of the voiceover. This one just seems to be perfect. The overdubbed voices just perfectly seem to sink in with the characters and what's going on. Unlike the other program, which I've started and really like, which is The Dome, which is a kind of a mystery thriller sort of thing. Also seems to be Swedish. But we watched this one in the original language with the subtitles because the overdubbed acting it didn't seem right to us. The characterization was just a bit wrong, so we preferred to have the original actors' voices with the translation underneath, which is fine. I would definitely recommend both. Really interesting. One quirky and amusing, one mysterious and thrillery. All right, so 3 pipes this week. None are available. That is the way of things. I should mention again, actually, because mentioning it last time was good. I do take commissions. There's a 7-month waiting list. I take a 20% deposit to confirm a commission. I've done that for many years. It works for me. So if you're interested in a commission, email me at devilsreef@gmail.com, and that's the kind of the length of time you'd be expected to wait. So my commission list currently goes up to something like October. I think end of October at the moment. All right. If you think you're having deja vu, you're not. Well, maybe you are a little bit, but yes, this is another acorn in the opera finish. It's proven to be a hit. So it's a black sunblast. Really nice detail. Plenty of ring grain. Straight grain along the shank. And then a pearl white stem. And for some reason I've done all of these without a plateau rim. These have all just had a flat rim. I think maybe it's because something about the opera finish wants a neater look. And so obviously the plateau would throw that off. So just go with a flat rim on these guys. Very narrow flat rim. Very cool. The next two were a commissioned pair. Both sleek. Sleek Dublin. Chris asked for a stem that was the red Cumberland, well, the crimson Cumberland in this case, but with as much red as I could muster. Well, you can't really control these things, but obviously I did my best, and you can see there's quite a lot of red in this guy. So Chris and myself got lucky. Sometimes you can't always get what you want. This time, yes, plateau rim. It kind of works on this guy because the natural curve of the plateau just worked with the shape. It's kind of like almost the camber that I would have shaped in anyway. Not perfectly, but very nearly. Good blast. And it's red and black, so it's a black sandblast. That made the most sense. And it's a really dramatic look. So there you go. The Sleek Dublin with the kind of forward jut. The rim juts forward like that. The boys still on Easter break. 2 weeks they get for Easter. Unbelievable, right? 2 weeks. Right way around? Yeah, it's the right way around. So yeah, Sleek Dublin bulldog. Sleek bulldog. Now I have made a couple of these. In fact, I think I've made one every week for at least the last 3 or 4 weeks. It is this shape is coming into its own at the moment. which is good because I like this shape a lot. It's still a lot of work to make this shape. It's not muscle memory yet. The facets still take me a lot of care to dial in. So getting the edges, so splitting at the stem and going down this side and down this side, and then the same on this side. Takes time. Yeah, it's I'd like to be quicker at it, but I'm as quick as I can be without messing it up. I would say maybe I'm a bit quicker now than I was 2 weeks ago. So I'm starting to get there. Obviously, the Crimson Cumberland again. Black Sandblast with what I hope is obvious. I left the bead red. I said left the bead red, made the bead red as a feature point because I thought that would be cool. And it is, I think. All bird's eye because of the cut of these things. Apart from a bit of straight grain. Other than that, all bird's eye. Bird's eye. So yeah. Sleek bulldog. There you go. With a red bead. All right, I should be back next week. I know next week is busy. I'm all over the shop trying to make pipes in between doing other things. So it might be, well, we'll have to see what happens. But I hope to be back, as per usual. There won't be any pipes available next week either. Next week is full up with commissions. But that's okay. I think the week after that might have some pipes available. You never know. All right. Until then, take it very easy. Your loyal pipe maker.